ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Movies Deluxe. Groot and the little baby rocket right over there. Aside from it being windowless, I do kind of like the packaging. I like the background colors over here and the logo designs and everything. There's a 3D render of Groot on the back. You can see the figure along with everything that's included with it. It's supposed to be at about 7.5 inches tall. On the side, you can see some concept art of Groot from the movie. Then you have a nice looking Guardians logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. But first, if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Groot out of the packaging. And I gotta say, I like this. I like this chunky, husky, hulky kind of Groot over here. The wings, they're fun, you know. I got it on a Yamaguchi stand right over here, just stuffed underneath the right cheek. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. But, there's not a whole lot that I'm familiar with it yet because I have not watched Volume 3. So anyway, let's get a closer look at the accessories and then we'll take a closer look at Groot. So here's all the accessories that we get with Groot. You get the fisted hands, you get the relaxed hands, you get the wings, and you get the baby rocket over here, which is a little confusing because he obviously doesn't look like this when we see him with Groot in the movie, or in the trailer anyway, right? So I don't know, they just wanted to sell a little cute version of Rocket. And I have my speculations about the movie. I don't know if I want to share it, but I don't know. I have some concern for Rocket in this movie. But yeah, he looks so cute right over there. I don't mind them throwing in a little baby rocket. It looks cute anyway. But you can see we get relaxed hands right here. Got some leaves painted on, I guess. Not really sculpted with it, just some leaves painted on right over there. On the inside of the hand, you get some dashes of green. Then you have your set of fisted hands. This one has some green on it right over there. And then no green on this open hand right here. Then you have the wings. Just pouring them together is pretty easy. One of them slides into the other. How did this go? Ugh. That's right. This piece goes into this piece right over here, like that. And then you can just port this onto the back of the figure very easily. I so far have not seen this in any of the trailers. I may have missed a TV spot or something where we actually see this. Hopefully it actually appears in the movie. It's happened before where Hasbro's been misled. So we get some dark brown mixed in with the green though. So I do like seeing that right there, some color variation. Could use some more paint apps for sure though. I am noticing it looks a little on the bland side as far as the paint goes. But not the head sculpt. I like the head sculpt. It has a lot of paint on it. Yeah, you can see we have like a thorough amount of paint right here in all these creases. The wood grain looks really good with the paint smeared in there. So yeah, having that throughout the whole figure would have been really nice. I like how the mouth came out. The eyes look really good to me. Again, I like the green right there. That does look cool. And then you can see some nice sculpted detail right there on the top of the head. I really like that. Then there's looking at the back of the head, does not have all the dark brown paint mixed in it. So while we see like what I hope or would like to have hoped the whole figure to have looked like right over here, we're not going to see that on the rest of the figure, which is a bummer. You can see some dark browns right over here, and I do like the sculpt of it through and through. To be honest with you, I think it does look very cool with the sculpted lines, and the wood grain details throughout do look impressive to me. I just wish they gave it more of a thorough paint job, because it looks really cool on the face. Once again, that does look dope, but it does look a little bit more flat on the rest of the figure. Trying to see, I do see some more black paint right here in the creases. Okay, so it's not totally bland throughout. Looks a little on the bland. I guess they have some of it here and there. So it's not totally sparse. It's just, I'm just gonna say, I wish they could have done a little bit more with the paint. There is some here though. It's not totally absent of it, but they could have added more, man. I don't know. What do you think? Is it enough? Do you consider this an ample amount of paint? I think they could have done a little bit more. At least it's not completely bare in any particular section of the figure, you know what I mean? It's not like there's a leg here that has nothing on it or anything like that, so that's cool. I do like all the little branch pieces sticking out. That's always unique and fun with the Groot figures. You can see that right there. Got this little branch leaf thing sticking out right over here. Of course, the back of the figure is going to have a whole lot less paint. There's your Groot butt. And then there's the back of the legs. No texturing on those hinges at all. I like it when they add the texturing in the hinges, but nope, not on this one. And then there's looking at the feet right over there, and you get peg holes. It's all smooth right over there. Now, as far as articulation goes, unfortunately, you cannot articulate the wings at all. Like, they don't move around, and you can see they're a little off kilter here, right? No? I don't know. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of these. I do like the figure a lot, just like this. Anyway, you can move the head upward. It does have a neck hinge right there, so that's good range of movement. Can move all the way down. Shifts forward and back like a pile driver. Turns side to side, a little bit of head wobbling. No butterfly joints, but you can move the shoulders up and outward that far. These panels shift around, so it looks like it has a little bit of that same Iron Man shoulder pad technology where it's got a hoop around the shoulder joint in there. And then you have a bicep swivel in here. Single jointed elbow rotates at the I'm sorry, it does not rotate. Yeah, it does. It rotates. That does not rotate at the elbow. I thought it could rotate at the elbow, but it's not rotating at the elbow. Rotates at the wrist, hinges up and down. You get a diaphragm joint right here, diaphragm pivot, crunches forward that much, back even more so. Then you get hips that move outward that far. And he can kick forward that much, back not at all, upper thigh cut, single jointed knee, rotates at the knee for sure, ankles do move down, they do move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Groot figure, you can see that he is standing at about 8 inches tall. And as far as the wingspan goes, you're looking at about, I want to say 9 inches across, 9 to 9.5 inches maybe. And I don't have too many size comparisons for this review, but I wanted to bring out a Volume 2 Star-Lord next to this Groot. And it looks like the Groot may be a little too tall, a little inaccurate right here if the Volume 3 Star-Lord is this height. But I don't have a problem with Groot being a little extra tall. That's okay with me. And then for a Groot comparison, you can see our evolution or de-evolution of Groot. Here's our Guardians Volume 1 Groot. I think this is the first 10 years version, not the Build-A-Figure version. You can see all that paint going all the way up and down, well, until you get to the feet, actually. And then here's the one I just reviewed right now today. Much darker Groot compared to the teen Groot right there. And then it's darker again with the toddler Groot, and then there's a baby Groot. And I didn't want to forget that little baby Rocket, so here's a Rocket comparison. We have our Volume 1 Rocket next to this new baby Rocket. And then here's Groot next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, you kids grow up so fast. Wow, I remember when you were a little baby. Oh, do you still want to hugga-wugga?
I am Groot.
Oh, no more hugga-wugga. Oh, stop the hugga-wugga, no more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love by simply clicking that like button. I do appreciate it. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that as well. And I also appreciate you guys just watching the videos. That goes a long way. So thank you so much for watching. And this figure is pretty cool. And by the way, I will return to the Chod Build-A-Figure Wave figure reviews. Those will come back very soon, so stay tuned for that. I also have some DC Multiverse stuff I want to review, and I have a whole bunch of different Marvel Legends in my pile of loot over at BBTS. Oh my god, so many Marvel Legends! Like, I can't believe it. They're all coming at once. But anyway, back to this figure over here. I do like it. I am excited for the Volume 3 movie. Like, I can't wait for Guardians Volume 3. So, I love Groot, and I think I'm going to have a fun time watching Groot on the big screen. Unfortunately, so far, it looks like the wings aren't going to be in the movie, but we see ropey whipping effects from the trailers so far, but we're not seeing that with the figure, so that frustrates me already. Hopefully we see the wings. Maybe. I think this is a pretty cool figure. I do like it. It just has some shortcomings in my opinion, and at the price point of around, I think this is closer to $40 if I remember correctly. I'll annotate if I'm incorrect about that, but thinking about around the $40 price point, I'm going to give this teenage Groot, or is this young adult Groot, a Sun rating of...
It's not so bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. We have an Apocalypse Wave Build-A-Figure giveaway. Stay tuned for that, and if not, I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.